Collective, this reading is a chronicle of those standing on the outskirts of your completed cycle. This is for those who have already done the work, closed karmic doors, severed distorted ties, and stepped away from people, patterns, or systems that operated through manipulation, betrayal, illusion, or false control. What's rising in the quiet is confirmation. The cycle is completing. And those who once benefited from your confusion, your access, your energy, or your delayed awakening are now being forced to witness the completion from the outside. The disharmony was real, the betrayal was real, the imbalance was real. And by divine justice, many of you made the necessary choice to break away, even if others never expected you to. Now the truth is surfacing. Some of these outside energies are still watching, still attempting distortion, still trying to preserve old narratives, still hoping illusion can regain influence where truth has already entered. But their facades are failing. What they are avoiding is a painful reality that their old methods, manipulation, ego, false leadership, covert sabotage, or emotional distortion, are no longer effective. The collective has changed. You are no longer operating from old conditioning, and because of that, their power weakens. Many of these individuals now sit trapped in the consequence of their own illusion. Confusion, dissatisfaction, mental imprisonment, loss of momentum. This is a collapse of false influence. And the truth they admit in the dark is this: the game they were playing is over. Though some may posture, perform, pretend, or delay accountability, the cycle itself has already shifted. The tower may be postponed, but it cannot be prevented. For the collective, Spirit's message is clear. Trust what has already been revealed. Do not shrink yourself to accommodate distorted perspectives. Do not internalize projections from those who profited from your lack of clarity. You are being called toward faith, trusted alignment, endurance, practical wisdom, joy, expansion. So while some may attempt to rebuild rapport from the outskirts of your transformation, they must now face the uphill reality that manipulation cannot access what healing has protected. Collective, this is not the return of old power. This is the witnessing of its collapse. You are not going backward. You are moving forward, while those who once underestimated your awakening are left to confront the ruins of what they built on deception. Let's tap in. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bethany, Alexandria. I am your host and reader, Thelia. A warm welcome back to our new and returning viewers and to our subscribers. A special shout out. Welcome to this reading. Not sure what it will be just yet. I was just listening to a really crazy reading by a reader on the platform who picks up in alarming detail points of my own experience, which involved gang stalking. I have made a posting of this on my channel about a year ago or so. It's no longer available. That was actually an in-part disclosure. However, I think I'll put a link to that reading at the bottom of, I'll try for the community post and the description of the video. But yeah, it's a Pisces reading. Crazy, crazy stuff. And some of the synchronicities included being targeted by an individual that had a military background to a secret society. This also included a member of this society visiting my home. You never know. It could be family, it could be friend, it could be a family friend. Um, it included uh hmm, but very interesting. And one thing that I'll say to anyone who is curious about the reality that you're in, some of you are so asleep. Do the math on the fabric of the reality that you operate in, and at least educate yourself on the laws of it. Yeah? Because you never know who it is that you're coming up against. And I am not all knowing, don't need to be. I feel already I know too much. But when the divine wants you to know, the divine will reveal to you. It's up to you whether or not you will be obedient. And when the divine gives you signs and synchronicities to cut cords or to move in a certain fashion, it is best that you're obedient to this. I was very aware of individuals so close, too close, even in the workplace around me, that were all linked together. And I've watched people fall one by one by one by one. What have I done? Minded my business. My great grandmother, a high priestess, initiated me in divine law. And one of the first rules, mind your business. Don't trouble people and don't ridicule someone ever when it is obvious that it's at their expense, even if it's at a friend. Even if you are with a friend and let's say a funny action occurs and you start to laugh, but then you realize that it's not funny, manage your emotions. A lot of people in this world, you don't manage yourselves. And you decide, oh, I'm going to scope out this person. I'm going to do this and this to attack them. Sometimes it includes your family. Using your personal information, lying on you, speaking ill about you, misrepresenting you. It happens in the workplace as well. But anyhow, I will be posting the link to that. So the reading that we're going to get into today, this is my second attempt at doing this reading. When I initially did it, the energy was a little bit tight. And so we're going to do this reading over. And you can figure or put any meaning to tight according to your own internal definition. So this reading may resonate with you if you have been seeing the following angel number synchronicities: 808, 1033, 1133, 44. The number 30 may be important, as well as an acorn nut. 1212, 1001, 212, 222, 959, and 555. All right. This will be a blind at midnight reading. Spirit guides, those that love us unconditionally, those that are inclined to divine service and unconditional love. It's very, one thing that I will say about the spiritual journey is it really teaches you and it really stretches you when you get to that point of unconditional love. And you have to see and accept people for who they are, including yourself, firstly. But even those that are snaking you, when they come and they're in distress, do you give them poison or do you give them goodwill? I'm going to give you goodwill because I know whatever it is that you finna try to do to me, it's going to be a tragedy. And for those people who watch my channel and have knowingly attacked me, some of you I have been seeing in dream state. Some things I don't speak on. Some things I am authorized not to speak on. I'm not bragging because of an ego boost. It is appointed to me. I'm Aries Sun, Libra Moon. And when you're doing whatever you're doing behind the moon, I'm sitting right there. Just watching you. Watching you. The angels are watching you. And we're checking. Y'all have more rope? Give them more rope. Midnight. For the midnight reading, we're looking at what is rising in the quiet. What is it that you are avoiding by either entering sleep forcibly or remaining awake? What is the truth you only admit to yourself in the dark? What's happening between you and what is rising within you at the moment, and Spirit's advice? All right. Spirit guides. 1022 coming through. Who are we reading for? We have full circle completion, so a cycle has been completed. I'm not reading from so far. You have chosen to learn from your mistakes and move forward, closing out cycles. Okay. Closing out a cycle requires that you write a paper, a spiritual paper, if you will, just as you would in university. This is about understanding and accepting the different powers that have been at play in your life, and also your own inner strength through your own reaction to them. This is about being decided about who you are and being unmovable about it. And even in those times when it may be difficult, still being 10 toes down, because you are sure that the quality with which you're showing up will have a better payoff than if you decided to let it slide. The next card we have watch and getting played. So whomever it is that we're reading for, you are on the cusp of closing out a cycle. You are in the 6 of Wands energy. You not only are you celebrating closing out this cycle, but your perseverance may also be visibly noticeable for others to see. I'm seeing someone that has a really bubbly personality. You could be in a leadership role. Watch. It's time to profit, divine timing. So it seems here that with the full circle completion and watch, there was a very sensitive part of you that was aware that it was time to wrap things up and to move on to the next stage of your own personal development. The next thing we have here is getting played. So there are external forces or parties here that are engaging in rumor mill activity, people trying to manipulate what it is that you're doing as you're closing out this cycle. And with full circle completion here and then watch getting played, should we take this in a moving theater kind of sense? This is giving individuals that have been watching your progress from before closing the cycles. These may be energies and entities that you do not wish to be attached to anymore. And somehow these energies have managed to somehow come through the portal with you. Okay. These individuals are engaging in actions of manipulation, trying to control the narrative on whatever profit that you will be gaining while you close out this cycle. What is being avoided here by staying awake? And we'll clarify these parties with the getting played card. I feel this will be like a more energetic reading, but not a long reading. We have facade in the reversed. So there is a knowing and an acceptance here about any illusion. This is illumination, facade in the reverse. So this is putting up a front down, people pleaser, I don't give a shit, hidden motives, I can be very upfront, or whatever it is that I'm presenting to you, whatever motives I'm carrying, moving around in this person who's completing this energy, it is being revealed to them. This individual that is completing this cycle with what are they avoiding by staying awake? This individual sees all these energies for who and what they truly are. Interesting how this is tying back to my earlier intro and preface. What are they avoiding by staying awake? What is this that is apparent to this individual closing out this cycle, Spirit? Cards be flipping and taking their place. We have butterflies in the upright. Butterflies, devotion, can't stop smiling, happiness, feeling complete. So it seems here that this individual, your evolution is very obvious, collective. And you are in a place that is very observable, that the state that you're in is one of completion and wholeness, while the opposition to you is being revealed for exactly what it is. Your transformation is obvious. Facade reverse, butterflies in the upright. Someone here is up at night thinking about your transformation. They can't sleep. Because if you're the driver at the helm of your own Merkaba, you're not unless you're having a party and you're celebrating, you're not going to be up in a 9 of Swords energy worried about your own transformation. What is facade reverse, butterflies upright? We have old conditioning release in the reversed. So collective, whomever these energies are, when you are in their energy, firstly, their essence is visible to you. So I'm getting people that are highly perceptive here. And these individuals, in relation to your own evolution, they may seem like they're happy, but you see the unseen. So the hidden is revealed to you that they're not entirely happy about your sense of completion. And another thing that they're not happy about is that you may see them as being outdated with this old conditioning release in the reverse. And this is why these energies are still wanting to show up and be relevant in your energy. These individuals feel like they're being left behind. And this may even go as far as a library club. Maybe you're a part of a library club. You could be a part of a dance troupe. Maybe you were a part of a social group or a circle that you guys bonded in such a way for such a long time. And now it's time for you to go. What is this truth that you only admit in the dark? We have game over. So these energies are very aware that the cycle is closed. So this is just them being stubborn. We have prickly defenses. They are offended again, collective, by your transformation. Barriers caused by past hurt block you. Be patient. So not only are they feeling a bit salty, way too many cards. We'll just take putting on a show in the crossing. Not only are they salty, but they are convincing themselves that whatever they did to you in the past, it can't be that bad for you not to want to continue to have them come with you on your journey. They feel like you'll get over these barriers with time. And they're telling themselves, just be patient, wait it out. They're only putting on a show in the crossing. But then the reason why you're steady awake with this truth is because you really know that it's game over. So you telling yourself that the collective is putting on a show, or collective them telling themselves this about you, is not really changing anything. It's not changing the truth, because there is doubt here. Putting on a show in the crossing. Tell us what's happening between the energy that we're reading for and the collective, and what is rising in the quiet here. We have Tower in the reverse, faster than you think, later than you think. Honey, if I've ever seen two cards of a confused mind, here they are. How is it going to be faster than you think, later than you think? So it seems here that someone here, they had hopes that they would have been able to power up or gain some kind of lucrative advantage here. And this is a motive that they kept hidden in your energy. But it seems here that someone could have been a little bit sloppy, faster than you think. They may have projected their results or their victory of stampeding you, getting rid of you, 10 of swordsing you altogether. They thought that, oh, let's roll this along because, oh yeah, for sure, this is going to happen in no time. Whatever corruption and poison that we're putting into this situation, for sure, is going to happen. But it seems that, number one, not only was the plan a shitty one with Tower in the reverse, it was already a failure, but these individuals, they rushed, it cost them 10:33 on the timer, and they got caught between the liminal space with later than you think, and they missed the deadline. So essentially, and I mean, if you're a cross watcher watching, it is what it is. You played yourself. Really. 10:33. You played yourself because of your intentions. This is the energy of individuals watching your progress and steadily trying to see what it is that you're working on, what it is that you're doing, where you're going, so they can come in and sabotage your plans. Spirit guides, tell us what's happening between the collective and these energies that are watching and timing their time to profit. We have distorted view perspective. Duh. What's distorted with these energies? Evidence. Falling right on distorted view perspective. These people are trying to control a narrative for a story that is not even their own. These are people on the outside of your lives, collective. These people weren't shooting with you in the gym. These people weren't dedicating months in the prayer room at work when you were skipping lunch and your rosary took up the entire time because you decided, you know what, I'm finna test the spirit for real. These are people that they allowed themselves to be so sidetracked by your essence, by your light, so much so that they got caught up in the liminal space. Mind your business. People trying to police your life, police your energy, police what you do. Bring up what you do to people who could potentially decide about you. And where are you all at right now? Huh? Where are you at all right now? Distorted view evidence. These individuals as well could be individuals that have past history of being backseat drivers, being sabotagers, people that like to patrol. Even sometimes you work with people in the workplace and it's like a freaking hovercraft patrolling. Man, get away from here. Distorted view perspective. Evidence. We have gift in the reversed. Look at this. These people, collective, calling into question not only your essence, your light, and your life purpose, but your divine, God-given gifts. These people that don't know the rules. Whether or not you, I'll try to make it plain. Whether or not you believe in God, what I would recommend is that you try to have an understanding for the God principle and the place that it takes over the crowns of those that have been embodied upon this planet for time immemorial. Some of you need to go back to your roots and reacquaint yourself with the fact that you are a fallen fruit from a tree that was established in things that are far greater and more honorable than your actions today. Questioning your gift. When since did they start to do this? When since you people are a bunch of liars. You're a bunch of heathens. And through, presently where you're sitting, you are filled with falsehood and lies. What would you know? And what business is it of yours to know? Mind your business. Oh, I don't think it's real. Oh, it's fake. Can't fit now you. With your distorted view, wanting to dig up evidence on somebody else's life. Friend, stop. You stepped off of your own seat of power to go follow after the light of another being, minding their own business. And what have you gotten? You've gotten caught up looking like a fool. Spirit guides, what's your advice for those that resonate with this reading? We have Faith's Haven. Believe in the safety of your return as every journey leads back to comfort. So now that you've caught yourself between the crack of the door, you're trying to, resuscitate yourself, backpedaling from the actions that you took to attack someone. What's Faith's Haven? A lot of cards. Ooh, nice cards. We have Trusted Ties, Enduring Quest, Achievable Insight, and Fun and Adventure Joy. Love that energy. Spirit's advice: mind your business. These people that came after you, collective, that still wanted to be relevant in your energy. And you know what is so interesting? I have listened to a few readings where readers have spoken about individuals that you, once the mask drops, like once you've pushed these people out of your energies, you will see the mask drop and they will try to flip the script. And I actually personally experienced that. Explaining to someone in a very caring way, because it is far nicer. I choose to be nice because it feels nicer in my being to be nice. But when it's time for me not to be nice, I fully embrace it equally. But I try to be so nice, saying to this person, hey, and this is like a pay transaction. Hey, I know, we had this thing, but now I'm bringing my home back into a sacred space. And this person did such a mind magic on me. Well, I mean, it was the full moon. I was very aware. And in so many ways, energetically, I expected it to come out asking me, oh, are you okay? And then turn around, you're the one that's a complete basket case, losing your shit behind the scenes. And no matter how much I put up boundaries to say, hey, I'm not doing this. Oh, I want to come by your house. Oh, I want to meet you at work. What do you mean? You think you own people? When people are setting up boundaries, you respect them. Some people, when it's your turn to take part in a certain activity, they're slithery and somehow trying to micromanage you. Y'all need to stop with them games. And that's why you guys always keep on ending up in ditches. Can't play fair, but you pretend all day, all night. Trusted ties, build rapport, believe in mutual respect, and respond with understanding. Now, these people in a frozen place want to come in now and start a conversation like they're brand new, like they resonate. Man, cut it. Enduring quest through struggle, build the stamina to uncover and stand by your truth. And this is you, collective, being unbothered about those that feel that they are entitled to your energy. Achievable insight. Now these individuals that are stuck are realizing, collective, that you are the energy that is practical. You're the energy that had clarity. You're the energy that had a goal that was within reach. And they're stuck on the outsides watching you. Fun, adventure, and joy. As promised, I am going to pull some clarifiers, but only on these energies that are in yours, collective, watching and hoping that they can spin the narrative. You've already failed. Sun in the reverse. Two of Wands in the reversed. Caught in between the liminal space because you decided that the seat that your ass was warming wasn't warm enough. Spirit guides, as we move into clarifying this energy, for those in the collective who are 10 toes down about choosing self and the divine within, not only do we ask for their coverage, but we also ask for the coverage of those individuals that truly support us from a heart space. And this isn't about, collective, being perfect. No. But this is about still, someone here may be a savant. You may identify as a savant. You may identify as being on the spectrum. But this is about moving from a place where You remain in a place of changeability, of being malleable, yes, of being malleable to the potter that is unseen, that will allow you to move from error to victory. Those individuals that are supportive, not perfect, because none of us are, but those individuals that support the collective, and you know who the collective is, you are part of the collective. We ask that not only do you extend divine protection to these individuals, but any attacks that they are currently experiencing, let them be returned to their point of origin for resolution. Getting played, manipulation, lies, control, the lovers, reversed. These are people that are very disharmonious and misaligned in themselves. You don't share a common value with these individuals. These people move from a place of detachment, and the things that they put their hands towards brings about suffering. These people are filled with fear. They would never, ever commit to improving themselves. We have justice, Libra energy. Spirit said, you gotta cut it. The lovers reverse, justice. Collective, the decisions that you made to bring balance to your life, to walk away from these individuals, was just. The lovers reverse, justice in the upright, and the Three of Swords in the upright. You call the truth on these individuals. We have Gemini, Libra energy, strong Libra energy here. Collective, these are individuals who have acted in ways in your energy that whether or not you know the details of their transgressions and their manipulations towards you, you needed to go and recuperate. Four of Swords energy. Spirit guides, tell us also about the facade that has fallen on these energies when it comes to the collective's transformation that they're denying and trying to slander. The divine will punish you. The divine is going to punish you. But listen, again, like myself, I had to learn. I had a few bumps, a few bruises. Some people will never learn, or you want to be hard-headed about transgressing against individuals. Spirit guides, this net of protection also casts this towards those individuals that are unawakened, but that are still holding a balanced energy frame. You people that like to prey on individuals that have a sense of individuality because you realize that you are the same. You are boring and you have remained unchanged by your own choosing. And you decide that, oh, because this person's different or because they show up different, I'm going to attack them. I'm going to slander them. I'm going to talk behind their back. Knight of Wands in the crossing, the Magician in the reverse. Again, the manipulation failed. These individuals are individuals collective that you are aware, even just by the whispering of your guides to you, move away from this one. This one is karmic. You don't need no evidence. Move over there. And you've listened. These individuals that when they were in your energy, or when you watch how these individuals treated other people, you said, no. You're not a friend to anyone, not even yourself, and you most definitely won't be a friend of mine. These are people that when you, like I said, it could not have been things directly towards you, but you clocked their movement and you did the math on them and you knew, look at you now. It's only a matter of time before the knife is, right? These people that had you giving them the side, like, wow, okay. Knight of Wands in the crossing. These individuals that they would do things instigators that like to throw rocks and hide their hands and pretend like they're not the ones behind it all. Bruh. Failed. Magician in the reversed. You decided that you wanted to go tap somebody else's maple tree and your ass got stung by a bee horn. Good. King of Wands in the reverse. Now every wonder fire that you had in motivation burning and going for the collective, every one of them out. Magician reversed. King of Wands reversed. Metal alert. Help me. I've fallen and I can't get up. Someone here may be having a fall. We have the 7 of Cups in the crossing, the 8 of Swords in the upright, and the 9 of Cups in the reverse. Why? Again, you're an illusion creator. Slandering, manipulating, taking your little knife and giving digs and then hiding your motivation, sending your minions to do your work. Failed. All the motivation and the fire that you were carrying for creating these illusions that, again, 7 of Cups in the challenge, you're very good too. Hiding. Trying to bind someone here. Really, really, really strong Gemini energy collective. This was about your wish fulfillment. These energies wanted to be manipulative behind your back and try to bind you from being able to move forward. These are people in your social groups, your friend circle, your workplaces that will slander you with their slithery, disgusting nature, all the while doing it to sabotage you. Listen to me when I told you. The wheel has shifted. Okay. We finna leave it there today. If you found this reading to be enlightening, revealing, or affirming of your experience, I invite you back for the next reading. Until next time. Bye for now.